Hello and welcome to episode 21 of Let's Play Final Fantasy 14 Pre-Dawntrail. So, in the last episode we talked to some people and come up with a plan on how to actually we will get to use the Tower of Babel. So we will continue on that quest line and yeah, let's talk to Matthias here and see what he's have to say to us. A crowd you may have brought, but numbers will not intimidate us. The Tower of Babel is ours by rights, and nothing you do will convince us otherwise. Rest assured, it's not our intent to infringe upon the rights of the people of Garlemald. Let us instead discuss the future. As the satrap of Rats at hand, I wish to establish a new trade agreement between our nations. The aid we presently receive will not last forever, my lords. Sooner or later, we must stand on our own 2 feet. But this text has become bigger. But to do so, we must secure a means to replenish our coffers. And proposed agreement presents a rare opportunity. Tis true we do not want for Magitech and Ceruleum, and foreign currency will be needed to procure such things as we lack. It would depend on the precise terms, but I can see the merits. What? I can't believe what I'm hearing. You serve the Emperor. Were a proud patriot, yet now you entertain selling national resources like a common merchant. Like you, I weep for what we have lost. But if we are to rebuild Garlemald, we must make use of what precious few assets remain to us. Nonsense. Utter nonsense. You are a traitor, Gnaeus. And there will be a reckoning. Oh yes. When the people of Senatus learn of this, they will cry out for your blood. Lord Matthias, wait! It isn't safe out there. Alright, let's see. I predict we are supposed to follow that guy. It's far too dangerous for a civilian to be outside alone. We must go after Lord Matthias. Let us leave matters here in Maximus' care, while the rest of us join the search. If Lord Matthias is bound for Senatus, we may be able to catch up to him in Radio Urbanissima. Okay? I pray he has not come to any harm. Alright. Alright, so, well, I was right. I guess we are going after him. I'm alive?
Praise the sisters, you are safe.
Don't think I'm indebted to you. I never asked for your help.
You love Garlemald dearly, Lord Metius. That much is plain. But you're not alone in that. We all mourn what has become of our homeland. Bristle at having to rely upon outsiders simply to survive the cold. Even now, I struggle with fear and uncertainty. Day after day, I ask myself, what is right? Where do we go from here? I've yet to find the answers. But I won't stop looking nonetheless, and I won't avert my gaze from our grim reality.
Is there hope for us?
Aye, so long as we live. Garlemald lies in ruins, but the bonds between us will never be broken. We are the chain that connects generations past and future. You and I, it's links. Help us, Lord Metius, for all we have been and for what we may yet become. Please.
To be lectured by the younger, it ill becomes a man of my station. I will rejoin the talks at Tertium. Might I trouble you to escort me? Ere we part, I apologize for my discourtesy. I owe you my life, and I thank you.
Euless, wait. I'd like a word. With you as well. I'm to stay close, after all.
Worry not, we shall see the magistrate safely back to Tertium.
What is it?
You bound that man with trust, didn't you? That's why he did not require coercion to return.
Shall we walk, perhaps? Chilly, standing around here. So that's how Zero came to join you. Still, I'm not sure I'm qualified to explain something like trust. I wouldn't describe myself as a sociable person. Before all this, any free time I had, I spent looking after my brother and sister. As for the magistrate, I only told him what's been on my mind of late. But I wouldn't have done so, I think, if it weren't for the twins' influence. Trust is infectious, in a manner of speaking. When someone believes in you, it makes you want to believe in them, in others, in your... Perhaps it's because the magistrate felt that earnestness that he gave us a chance. As I did, after I was caught trying to steal provisions from the enemy. Trust comes easy in such company.
Little wonder my world is devoid of it. No one trusts in you, and so you trust in no one. And round the wheel turns.
Yeah.
During the Contra Memoria, we had already come to judge one another based on strength and usefulness. You either used or were used. Those who rejected this rule didn't survive. My mother wanted to save the world, to fulfill the hopes of Memoria's good and true. After she died, I carried on her mission alone.
Alone? Didn't you have anyone to help you?
Almost. 2 men tried just the once. A swordsman and a mage, whom I met when passing through a village. They had saved the people there from corrupted Memoriates. When they learned our enemies were the same, they seemed heartened. They claimed to be soldiers of a kingdom called Baron, and were traveling the realm in search of a means to end the Contra Memoria. They invited me to join them. I refused. How could I not, having learned the lessons of my world? Those who would work with others always have their own motives. I would not place myself at their mercy. I would not be forced to submit. I expected some manner of outburst, some show of frustration at having failed to deceive me. But they simply watched me walk away. I didn't know what to make of it then, but now... Perhaps they shared a bond of trust. Perhaps they were the last ones left who dared. Perhaps they hoped I was like them too. Perhaps it was just an offer, and nothing more. I continued fighting alone, but ultimately I was undone, overwhelmed by enemies that had banded together. I was cold, in pain, wishing desperately that someone would save me, And as I lay there in solitude, I felt it happen. The breaking of our world. Darkness washed over me, and I was swept into the rift. When I finally managed to return, it was to a world forever transformed. My home, now filled with abominations. I had a chance to learn about trust, and forsook it. I never had the power to save my home single-handed. I should have accepted their invitation. Had I joined them as I've joined you, I might not have had to face the end of the world alone. But it's all history now. No amount of reflection or regret will change our present reality.
Whatever may have happened in the past, you're still here, Zero. Alive. So long as you're alive, there will always be hope, no matter how bad things get. What you couldn't do yesterday, you might still do today. Think about it. It's plain that you've forged bonds with those around you. If you didn't feel that in some sense, would you have risked your life as you did for a meager ration of boots? I trust you too, for what it's worth.
Here it is again. The fire that burned in my breast when you came to my rescue. The urge to weep though there is no sorrow. If this is trust, then what must I do? How do I answer it?
However you like.
Give me your hand. It's not something you do constantly, mind. A friend is a friend regardless.
A friend. So that's what it means. Someone you trust.
All right. Oh, that took a while. Thank you. I feel at last as thought I've found the answers I sought. And I owe it all to you and Julius. Right then, I expect the others are already arrived back at Tertium. We should join them. Alright, let's see what we got here. Determination, vitality, and tenacity. No. Critical, vitality, and spell speed. Let's go with that one. Alright. Full glad am I to see everyone returned, and none the worse for wear. Various representatives of the Gaulian community are gathered here this very moment. I dare say this is a fine opportunity to announce the trade agreement. You read the memorandum. I trust you find the terms acceptable. I do. And Daenerys, I pray you forgive my disgraceful conduct earlier. I am ashamed not only of my behavior, but of placing the burden of negotiation solely on your shoulders in my absence. You should know that when we brought up the subject of the tower's reactivation to the people of Tapper's Den, some reacted quite strongly. Once we explained that it would be to prevent another Voidsent invasion, however, they were more receptive. It's fair to say the recent episode is still fresh in their minds. I tagged along to deliver a supply of ceruleum. Have to say, I didn't expect to see such a large crowd. Even the stuffed Imperials who normally keep to themselves in Senatus are here. My friends and countrymen, lend me your ears. I am pleased to inform you all on this joyous occasion that we, the people of Golemold, have entered into a trade agreement with Radzatan. To inaugurate our accord, we intend to grant the individuals before you access to the Tower of Babel. In return, Radzatan will provide us with supplies, which shall be equally distributed amongst the settlements of our nation. Let me be clear on one point. This is not an act of charity, but trade. A bargain struck between equals, rooted in trust and respect. And it makes a significant step toward rebuilding our nation and regaining true independence. Radzatan holds Golemold technology and ingenuity in the highest esteem. It is my hope that Through this agreement, our people will enjoy a mutually beneficial relationship for years to come. Now then, we bid you gather around to hear the particulars, that you might convey them to those elsewhere. Why does she look so familiar? So burdened by hardship and the trauma were the people of Golemold that they were unable to imagine a brighter future. To be recognized as equals, as a nation with something of value to offer to others, that validation alone is enough to rekindle their hope. 'Tis my virtue of this partnership that we may access the Tower of Babel. A rather timely development given the ether tank's impending arrival. Once the tower's stores have been replenished, we need to await Ystola's signal to channel the energy to the moon, yes? Then you can leave that and anything else on this end to me and Alphino. No need to worry. Devote all your energies to the mission in the void. As ever, I am in your debt. You are good friends. All right.
Let us take a moment to review matters as they stand. Having procured sufficient stores of ether, we may now channel the requisite energy unto the moon via the Tower of Babel. Our work on the star is complete. However, we have yet to receive word from Y'shtola as to the state of the lunar preparations.
A ritual to open the gate, and measures to forestall a void-sent invasion. Neither task is simple nor quickly completed. She would doubtless benefit from our assistance.
The very thing I was about to propose. Let us join her above and lend what aid we may. Ere we set forth, however, Y'shtola did bid me relay a message to thee. As thou art well aware, a key objective of our mission is the extraction of thy sister Azhdaya from the Void. Held captive for millennia and divested of an eye, she is like to be severely weakened. To make good her escape, she shall require aid. Aid that is best provided by a fellow Great Worm.
You would have me go in my true form. Very well. Like our sire, we great worms are capable of traversing the great expanse. The journey will take some time, but I shall take myself to the moon. To begin with, I shall return this vessel to Radzat-Han, that I may have both my eyes. And until such time as we find Ajdaya, I will entrust her eye to your keeping. Will you do this for me?
We shall contact you via Link Pearl once all is in place on the moon. You need but follow Ishtola's instructions.
Understood. We'll be ready.
Take care, Zero.
It will be the briefest of homecomings. I'll be back before you know it.
In Mare Elementorum, then. Go well.
Alright. So, I guess we are heading up to the moon. Oh boy.
I took the liberty of informing Ishtola of our arrival. She and her entourage should be here momentarily.
Forgive me. I'd hoped to have everything in order sooner. My thanks for the extra hands.
Alphino and Alice stand ready at the Tower of Babel. Vritra is also en route.
Excellent. You've done well, all of you. For my part, I've managed to prepare the ritual with help from the Watcher. All that remains is to channel the ether from below. This should, I pray, open a gate leading to the moon of the 13th.
May I just say how excited we are to be a part of this grand undertaking. The development of the artificial Atomos was one thing, but this is an opportunity like no other. Ishtola even managed to get a loan of elegant treatises on void sense summoning from the prized collection of the Sons of Saint Koinak. The Empire's application of etherochemistry in regulating void gates provided us with many a useful insight for our work, let me tell you.
I asked a favor of Gralhatir when we were comparing notes on cross-rift travel. Given his credentials, I was confident he wouldn't be denied. The knowledge of our forebears has brought us far. as has our own. And with our knowledge and resources, we shall construct a void-sent containment seal on a heretofore unseen scale.
Containment seal? Then thou wouldst make use of...
Aye, a tried and tested means of holding dark entities at bay is readily available here. 'Twould be remiss of us not to employ it. We shall reforge the brands that Xenos and Fandaniel destroyed. That which held even Zodiac shall more than suffice for void scent of any persuasion.
The Watcher is already hard at work, tending to the most critical parts of the brand's restoration. There are, however, a number of concerning factors that remain. With your help, I'm sure we can resolve them.
Time is of the essence, so I suggest we continue this discussion as we make our way to the brands.
All right. Now then, to the matter at hand. With the Watcher's assistance, we shall reforge each of Swordog's brands and use them to erect a barrier capable of repelling void scent. Yet, what we expected to be effective against large beings on account of its original purpose, there is a chance it will allow lesser void scent to slip through. Therefore, we shall require a second line of defense, and I believe the Loporrit's supporters would be suitable for this purpose. Uranger, Joffrey, the two of you have a strong rapport with our lunar allies. I would have you meet with Livingway in Beastway's burrow and provide any assistance they require. I will join you. As a void scent, my knowledge may be of use. An excellent idea. In the meantime, the rest of us will see to reforging the brands. I will send word when we have finished. Pray do the same. So 1 minute left, so I'm going to end this episode right here, and yeah, we will continue this in the next episode. I hope you all enjoyed it, and if you did, feel free to hit the like button. And of course, if you're new here, first of all, welcome, and if you enjoy my content, then why don't you hit the subscribe button together with the notification bell. I will be back again tomorrow, and until then, stay safe out there.